Hello everybody, this is Furito Bobby here and welcome back to Train Simulator 2017. Obviously we're not in the game just quite yet, but I'm pretty excited about this one. I'm sure you guys are as well. Because this week... Oh, what in the world? What in the... Oh, nuts. Yeah, I'm getting a message saying that it's... not going through. Hopefully that doesn't mean too much. I don't think it does. Gee, I hope not. Okay, so as long as you guys can see the live stream, that's perfectly fine. But it's saying that on YouTube, it's saying that playback on other websites has been disabled by the video owner. Well, guess what? I'm the owner of the video, and I haven't disabled anything. It's public. The privacy is public, just like it should be. Says watch this video on YouTube. Are you insane? Jeez. I never saw such sausagery in my life. The privacy is public. Like, okay, don't do that. Be quiet past me. I don't need your sausagery to mess about. Let's try refreshing the page. Now it works. And all I had to do was refresh the page. Alright. Alright, let's just move things around here. There's my water. And here we also have a brand new microphone, which is making its live debut in this live stream. I recorded a couple of videos with this microphone earlier today, and it seems to work pretty well. Although this microphone, I know it, this is a brand new microphone, but it sounds a lot like my old one. In fact, this new microphone is so similar that I'm not sure how much of a difference you can actually tell. But you guys can tell me, There's a new microphone. It's actually, a very, very similar microphone to the old one. Like this microphone it has a microphone jack, so it's just plug in and go. Simple as that. And I need to fire up Steam because I need to then fire up Train Simulator 2017. So far, no one. Well, funnily enough, YouTube is telling me that there's 2 people watching the live stream. But nothing is coming through the chat, so maybe they're just viewers who don't have accounts. Or maybe they just don't really want to post something in the chat because they want to keep their name hidden. Which is understandable. But then again, I like to read out everybody's names, not to expose them, but just to say hi, really. And maybe give them that little shout out. So yeah. This microphone, this new one, it's a bit bigger than the old one. It looks like an actual microphone. Only thing is, and I paid $10 for this microphone. And there's not much of a difference from the old one, which I believe my daddy paid for $7 because that other microphone that I used to use, it's really old. It's really, well, old really. Like my daddy, he bought it a long time ago. Like, now the desktop noise is going to. Oops, hang on. Speakers, okay. For some reason I had to reset everything, I don't know why. Hopefully you can hear the desktop. Hopefully you can hear the sound of the game. Let's see, I can close out Steam now. Oh look, there's a photo from a long time ago. Remembering the artwork of Train Simulator 2015. It was also the artwork
that was there for Train Simulator 2016, but that was it, like you know you if you did if what am I trying to say here? There's something I want to say, but I don't know what it is. I believe when you got the free update of Train Simulator 2016, like the free one, not the paid one, the free one, I think it changed the menu music, but apart from that, the menus were exactly the same. You know, but if like with the free version of Train Simulator 2016, you got an updated Train Simulator Academy, and if you owned Cologne to Koblenz or Sherman Hill, they would both be upgraded to Train Simulator 2016 standards, which is honestly not much different from Train Simulator 2015 standards. But you know, then again, it's not old for Dovetail. Actually, no, it's not. It's not new for Dovetail to hype up something so much and then leave you severely disappointed. No, no, no. This is something that Dovetail's been doing for several years now. Like I know, it's a very old thing actually with Dovetail games to hype up something so much and then leave you severely disappointed. Unless, of course, you're one who is very knowledgeable in the Train Simulator community and you know what goes on and what can happen and what is sausagery. You know? Like, things happen all the time in the Train Simulator community. And of course, the way that I've been, well, one of the ways that I have been able to find this out is by watching this YouTuber known as Maverick Hunter Daniel. And if you're a person who is a big fan of the trains, well, maybe not a big fan of the Train Simulator community, but if you're someone who wants to get more knowledge of the Train Simulator community, I recommend watching some of Maverick Hunter Daniel's videos. Like the most informational video that I've seen to where he's talking about the Train Simulator community is where he replies to a bunch of Train Simulator related comments that he's been saving since 2014. Like, you know, like in that video it shows that UK Train Sim is a community where if you say something that someone else may disagree with, you will get shut down. Yeah, so basically, if you say something that somebody doesn't disagree with, then he is going to get very angry, and he will try to get you out of the community because he doesn't like you. I never really leave comments on the trains and on the UK Train Sim, but maybe I will in the future just to see what kind of a reaction can I get out of you know, out of sausage. Yay, said. So this is fantastic. This live stream is becoming a repeat of um of the live stream that I did on Friday. Like you have to be a sausage to watch the live stream. Let's see, so where is Hamburg to Lübeck? Maybe it's just because nobody has any interest in Hamburg to Lübeck, and I don't blame you because some say that Hamburg to Lübeck is a trash route, and some say that it has a lot in common with the Munich to Rosenheim route, where the scenery is bland, it offers nothing new, it's linear, and it's short. But then again, that seems to be the trend with most. Okay, 5 o'clock, you know. That seems to be the trend with most German routes these days, to where, I should change some stuff. Let's see. Let me see. This isn't Mini Metro, this is Train Simulator. Oops. Okay. Now let me fix them. actually trains into that thing for short because I haven't got time to mess about all day. We can go there. Okay. Let's do this. So I took a look at Hamburg to Lübeck when I was creating this scenario, and it's actually a pretty short route. Like most of the routes that they release these days are pretty long, but Hamburg to Lübeck is actually pretty puny, to be perfectly honest. Like even routes like Munich to Augsburg, or um the other high-speed German route I forget the name of, Mellenheim to Culture. Like even those routes are longer, even though they take less time to complete considering they're high-speed routes. I mean, well, they take a long time to complete if you're riding on a commuter train or something, but if you're driving Munich to Augsburg or Mellenheim to Culture, if you're driving those in the high-speed ICE3, you can complete those routes in 20 minutes. I think Munich to Augsburg is a bit longer in the ICE3. But then again, that's actually more of a problem with more high-speed routes. Hey, thank you, Arlington Trains for showing up. You showed up right on time. How is your iPad Air? Well, I've examined the damage, and I'm gonna try something. We'll talk about it on Messenger, on Sunday night. Unless, of course, sausage happens once again, and I wind up having to talk to you mid-Monday. It's time for a new Train Simulator 2015 adventure. So this is the Hamburg to Lübeck special. So finally the game is loaded, and we are here at Lübeck, which is a train station in Germany, the home of bang coaches. Now there are no trains here at Lübeck, but I'm gonna catch a train, and then we're gonna drive it. The question is going to be arriving fairly soon. Oh, now I'm gonna ask, did I tell your daddy? No, with my daddy, so I can't tell you either. Nope, I still haven't told him, but I don't want to until I can do something. Oh, what in the? What has happened? Hang on. Huh. Strange things are happening. Why? I hate when this kind of thing happens. Case flashing. Work for me. Okay, I think it's fixed. But let me know if otherwise happens. Okay, I think I fixed the issue. Hopefully. So anyways, now that we have that little interruption out of the way, welcome to Lübeck in Germany. Our train should be along shortly. Is that it in the distance? No, that's just a building. All the passengers are grumbling though. I guess we just wait. Okay, let me check something else. Oh. Okay. Here, Arlington, if you're still watching this, try and put something in the chat. Ah, there's our train. Huh. I stopped pretty quickly. Interesting. Let's click on the train. Alrighty. Alrighty. Hopefully it's still streaming. I pressed the space bar and it said stop recording in OBS, but hopefully the live stream is still going. Oh, no. Alrighty, off to Hamburg. Let me know if my voice is getting, if my voice is getting drowned out by the noise of the game. I'll fix that. Okay, now it's working. Alrighty, off to Hamburg. So we're going from Lübeck to Hamburg, which is kind of strange, but it's actually doing something. Okay. So here's our traction for the day. For a diesel train, it's very quiet. Hang on. Okay, I don't think anything's happening in the chat. Okay. Yeah, it's 62 kilometers. Yeah, 40 miles. Get there pretty quickly, I'd say. I wasn't expecting what's happening. You know, this one sound, this has actually been on the game for many years. What's the passenger like? Interesting. Also, the mileage isn't counting down. Hopefully it does when we get there. And again, it seems to be a thing when it comes to getting to destinations in free roam. Yeah. There's no trains, but I was too lazy to put them in. This is my only created scenario. And it's free roam. And I made it free roam for a reason. Oh, okay, you have to go right back down to 60. Come on. Yep, back down to 60. You've got to be joking. Thankfully, there's a German train, which means the controls are half simple. Also, it seems to be lagging pretty badly on the live stream itself. The frame rate is pretty good for me on the game, but for some reason on the OBS it's slow. Yeah, the frame rate just looks terrible on OBS. That's alright for me. So I do apologize for the absolutely terrible frame rate, but that's just because I have a... Okay, train sim. You just told me that the speed limit goes up to 90. So, thank you. Sausage thingy. Does it all the time. For some reason I recognize this part of the route. I don't know why, but this part of the route that I'm driving right now looks very familiar. Very familiar indeed. I don't know, maybe deja vu or something. But for some reason this part of the route looks really, really familiar. Maybe deja vu or something. Hello there, Mr. Fear. The grade crossing, yay! Also, the headlights are just on the wrong way. Fix that. Nope. Ah, that actually causes it worse. It's like the game knew that was gonna happen, so it put the opposite lights on just for us. Yes, this is Mr. Fear, Roblox, Minecraft, and more. Or a long name. I think I'll just call you Fear for now. Unless, of course, you have a name for me. Call you, which is respective to you. But yeah, I didn't. I should be paying attention to this on iPad so I know how bad the frame rate is. It looks pretty bad. Actually, not too bad. There's a truck! You know, for a diesel train to make that diesel train, it makes no noise at all. Also, it's a not well, this isn't really talking, but you know, it's a bit interesting that this is a the grade crossing. There you are, Arlington. I've been waiting for you to come back. That's a bit loud into the microphone now. Yeah, it's finally back. Where have you been, lazy bones? Also, the stream managed to fix itself, and we are now going through the middle of nowhere in the city of Sausage Land. I don't know where that. Who cares? Yay! Alright. Speed limit is 220 kilometers, but also the frame rate is dying. Why are those engines lights on? Jeez, I don't know. Maybe because these lights are too bright on the cab car. Like the game, even the game knew when this train arrived in Lübeck. The taillights were on, and the headlights were on the engine. That's scary. I've been waiting for the stream to come back on. Oh, that's it. The stream came back on like 5-10 minutes ago, actually. Didn't actually take too long to fix the problem. I don't know what in the world was going on, but the problem is solved now. Here's a grade crossing. Didn't tell anybody there was a train coming, but whatever. Another grade. What is this, America or something? This is free mode. Yes, it is. This is there's actually free roam mode here in Train Simulator 2017. Although, you know, it's free roam mode and I'm still driving a train to its destination. Because I want to showcase this, but I want to do so in an interesting manner. So there's no stations for miles. Red light. And another grade crossing. Yay. We don't put crossings on the express line. Well, this isn't really an express line. This is more of a yeah. By the way, it says that we're doing 121, but this is actually 121 kilometers an hour, not 121 miles per hour. So we're not doing northeast corridor speed, we're actually doing less than that. This is a bang. Whatever. But yeah, there's like no scenery on this thing. But yeah, this is more of like a country line that you go to if you're feeling like you want to take a stroll through the German countryside. Go get the Hamburg to Lübeck. Not really. This is what doesn't use much. So let's see. First spacebar for horn. Yep, that's exactly what I was doing. Like Arlington knows this game. Anyways, I'm really curious to see what. I don't want to miss anything. Should we stop at this? Doing bank coach speed? No, we're still doing bank coaches. All this train does look a lot like bank coaches, and we are driving a bank coach's countryside. We're driving a red train in the country of Germany. Oops, moving again, but that's fine. Free roam mode, so there's no need to worry about some silly sausage scoring. Alright, I think we're gonna make a stop at the station. Or should we make a stop at the station? No. The thing is that I want to look at the map just to know where we are. Like, okay. And just how about we just go rail fan this station side? Station side? That makes no sense. I think we'll just go. I'm getting TRWR stuff in the mail. Oh, interesting. But yeah, look at this station. Look at how small the platform is. I guess hang on. Can you actually get to the station? Is there supposed to be some kind of massive bridge here, but I don't have it because I'm playing this on low graphic settings. But the frame rate is dying. Oh, that was a great crossing there. Back in the cab. Okay. So let's see, now it's saying, by the way, Thomas and Friends Wood was a fake. Seriously? It was an April Fool's joke? Are you serious? I mean, it's July. We're receiving April Fool's jokes. Oh well, whatever. Oh, sausages, bank coaches is coming. Yeah, this is like the modern day version of bank coaches. We're speeding, but we don't care. We are the rulers of the rail. But anyway, I need to go into the factory. So where are we? Okay, so we came from here. Okay, we still have quite a ways to go before we get to Hamburg. Let's just go back. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Stuff. Grade crossing we missed, and not much else. Okay, fine. I just want to go back and check out what we missed, but we didn't miss much. Anyways, we are rolling. Are we actually going the right way? Or are we on the wrong track or something? What's the signal say? What does this signal say? Are we driving on the wrong side of the track? Are we wrong roading? I don't know. This is Germany. But it's faceless. Yeah, that signal is doing that. Are we wrong roading but we don't know it, or are we actually obeying the law? I don't know. Stop at the next station. Well, the next station isn't for miles. I want to go into the map view, but I've never been on this route before, so I want to take in everything that there is to see. But I can't even go into the map view for 5 seconds, or else I might miss a bunch of stuff. Actually, I have to do a plan. Let's just go with this. So we're here. The next station is down there. That's the rest of the line. Oh yeah, the next station isn't for miles, so we're good.
Oh, there's another station. Okay, we'll stop there. Signal back. Huh. That station went green as soon as we got out of that block. Alright, let's stop at the next station and let's make a decision. Don't just slow down just yet. Oh, there's a green signal that's pointing the right way. Huh. Right, so we are actually on the right road. Okay. We'll stop at the next station anyway, just so we can drop off some passengers. It's so nice traveling through Bangkok to Hamburg. Is this a not in service train? No, this is an express passenger train. Although I did order the control. This is actually more of an excursion train because I ordered the controller of the railway to cancel all the services today just so I could drive. Okay, we need to slow down train because the next station's coming up really fast. But yeah, no, this isn't an on-service train. This is a fully functioning express train. Okay, let's stop here. Okay, let's slow down. Alrighty. Okay, where are the doors opening? I'm pressing T on the keyboard, but the doors aren't opening. Oh, well, we'll just pretend that they're open. Anyway, so I'm gonna go up here. So we are here at Bad Old Lazy Vibe. Hang on, we can probably find it. Probably in here. Yeah, this is Bad Old Slow. Yeah, that's the name of this station. So we are here. So we are a quarter of the way down the line. Alright. Trained to stop like that? Yes, I was trained to stop like that. Alright, time to go. Need to hang about here for much longer. Come on, train, you can go faster than that. Well, we are being pushed by a diesel, and they're not too fast. Although, if we were being pushed by an electric locomotive, that would be a different story. We went over a bridge by the fence. Whoa, what in the world is going on here? Wow, look at this. It's it's 3 old abandoned tracks. Wow, that's so cool. Huh. Uh-oh. Game. And the game has crashed. Well. Thank you for crashing, game. Well, now I must restart and edit scenario and get back. Yeah. Good thing I remembered where we were. And thank goodness we just departed from a station. Otherwise, we would have to start the whole journey all over again. But now I need to do some stuff in the background, so give me a few minutes and I'll resolve the issue. Ah, there. Oh, there. Look at that. It's Ryan is Kawa. Yay! It's a Thomas and Friends fan of mine. Hello there. Welcome to a live stream. So, thankfully, we were at a station that I remember the name of, so we can just take off from there. So, give me a minute, and I shall resolve the issue, and then we can continue on. I can find the thingy. Hamburg to Lübeck. It's in the H's. Where is it? There we go. Hamburg to Lübeck. And go into that. All into the free roam. Did I miss the stream? Well, you missed the first quarter of the stream. Like, you missed the section where we left Lübeck and we stopped at a station and decided to rail fan our departure. But you've only missed the first quarter of the route. We still have quite a ways to go before we get to Hamburg. But you didn't miss too much, so I'll tell you that. Also, Train Simulator 2017 just crashed, so now I need to edit the scenario before we can continue on with the journey, because I don't plan to restart where we were, because I want... The Fat Controller will not be pleased with bang coaches. Yep. That's funny right there. So you just enjoy the screenshot of Royal while I resolve the problem. Well, Train Simulator 2070 is taking a long time to load. So now, things are actually going through. I've been to Hamburg before. It's really nice there. Oh, how cool. Hamburg. By the way, I'm using a new microphone in this live stream, so tell me how it is. You know, is it too loud? Is my voice being drawn up by the game sound? Or is everything alright? Oh. Unfortunately, Dominic can't get to the live stream because he's currently doing other things. Oh well, whatever. There's my daddy in the screenshot, Royal. That's an old video that I recorded a long time ago. And someone managed to get into the screenshot of Royal. I don't know how it did, but it just did. What in the name of sausages is going on? Alright, come on, Train Simulator. Load faster. I can't be messing about here all day. Thank you. Just as I say that, the game finally loads. So anyways, I need to pick up my train. I need to copy and paste it. It's not going to copy the driver though, is it? No, I don't think so. Whatever. Okay, copy. Not gonna work, is it? Nope. Fine. Instead, I'll just get a new train and just go in that. Okay, so it was this station. I think it was. Yes, it was. It was this station. Alright. Okay. I don't want to show you this because then you guys will learn my magic and I don't want you to do that. Alright, so we're gonna spawn our train on the same track where we were on before. Let's see, where does that consist? Let's see, it was... Let me see. Was it 6 coaches? That was 1. I want the diesel train. Coaches reversed. Yeah, I want the reverse coaches, please. Great.
Oh. Okay, that was strange. The live stream just cut out for me. If the live stream manages to cut out for you, just let me know and I can fix the problem. But yeah. Is there no plans for a 770 subscriber special? There's really no point to do a 770 subscriber special. Because this is technically the 775th subscriber special. Okay, so time. Okay, I'm just gonna avoid these services. Let's see, okay, time. Let's see, service 1. Okay. Express. But I might do an 800 subscriber special, but this is technically the 770 subscriber special because, you know, we're doing something that we've never done before. But of course it's technical difficulties, so I have to do some thingies. Hooray, hurrah, woohoo. Okay. Okay, problem should be solved. I thought this was the stream for the 770 subscriber special. Well, it technically is the stream for the 770 subscriber special if you want to consider it that way. I never really planned on being the 775th subscriber special, but you guys can count it that way if you want to. Alright. Okay. I've done my edits. I'll show you the game in a minute, but I need to load into the thingy first. Then we can go. Oops, there's a few errors with the logos, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, OBS, respawn, thank you. Alright, back. So the train actually started driving away just as we got thinking, but that's perfectly fine. Whoa, dear, that's a bit messed up, but that should be interesting. Alright, continue to Hamburg, we go. Now we have to depart all over again. The game is running better, though. Wait, now after what happened to trains turning, believe you have to know. Ah, so earlier you asked me, have you played or bought Trains: A New Era? No, I haven't gotten Trains: A New Era, and I hear that the game is meh, so I'm not gonna get Trains: A New Era. I did play, I do play Train Simulator 2 for Apple though, for mobile devices though. Although now I am taking a break from that game because I had air problems. Who's Venus if guys haven't said that? Well, apparently, oh dear, the logo is a bit wrong because of the what was going in the but whatever, we'll just ignore that. Yeah, here's some old abandoned signings. This is actually pretty cool. That's where the game crashed. All right, continuing on from where the game crashed. But yeah, Venus of guys 7777. Apparently, Arlington has a strange fetish for him, even though he doesn't really like him too much. And, you know, but he does Train Simulator 2 stories and parodies and stuff, and I watched one of them and broken. Yeah. Back to 160 kilometers an hour. Let's actually do a flyby just because. Flyby. There we go. Flyby. Or diesel trains. At least the mileage is counting down on a kilometer. It is going down now. Hit another green crossing. Okay, here's the German countryside. I don't have a fetish. I hate it. Fine. Ah well. I had to put it some way. So our new viewers on it. The game is still running the same what? Same engine? Same technology? Same voltages? Anyway, there's a station coming up. Ooh, there's a pretty cool bridge. It's a walking bridge. Wow, attention to detail. What's this stuff here? There's a platform marker on the game, but what is this? What? What kind of a station is this? What in the... This is the smallest station in the world. Wow, the rest of the station has flowers and stuff on it now. So it used to be a station, but it's dead now. Huh, cool. Interesting. My boyfriend got plane tickets over to visit Germany. Oh, pretty cool. By the way, how was Germany? Is it a fun country or is it World War III? Something I don't know. I ask a lot of questions, but that's it. Germany. I like Germany. Where my buddy Bang Coaches was built. And this train is the same color as him. Like this train is painted red, just like Bang Coaches. It shows to show where the redness comes from. Ah, Bang Coaches. What in the daily dose of sausages is this? What do you mean this? You mean this countryside or this game or something, or are you referring to that station? I think he was referring to that station actually. Because apparently that used to be a station, but it's dead now. Okay, now the speed limit goes down to 100 miles per hour. But yeah. Now we have to slow down to 100 kilometers. Why are we slowing down to 100 kilometers? Is this some kind of sharp corner or something like that? Is it a sharp corner? Is it? Yes, it is. Also, it turns out that we weren't wrong roading. Oh, now Ryan says, it's kind of nice during the snow. Oh. Also, I'm a guy, and I am the sausage. That is... okay. Oh, then I gotta slow down for this corner. Slow down in the name of the law! Yells Brody to Bobbin from a distance as he's walking his train going through the sharp corner. We're coming up on a station, but we can just go right through because we don't need to stop it. We can just go right past. We're actually gonna wave in the cabin. They don't think they need to. Now we just get to cruise the station at 100 kilometers per hour. The station actually looks pretty cool. Probably like it. Look at that building. That's so cool. It's one of the better looking stations on this route. Whereas the rest of them are old and junk. How many abandoned stations on this route? Crazy that I've never done on this. And this route actually comes into Train Simulator 2017. So if you wanna drive on this route, pick Train Simulator 2017 or Train Simulator 2018 comes out, or else the starter collection will change, and you'll have to pay another $20 US for this route. Yeah, that was the worst wish ever. I know. Actually pretty cool, watching the thing on the fence. Another station coming up. Of course, all the stations are popping up as we get closer to the city. Well, not really too close, because it's still 26 kilometers away. It's so close, but so far.
Well, this train seems to be locked at 160 kilometers per hour. Can we pretend that we were in tracking? See, and put on the lost. Oh, yeah. Fine. I'm sitting on my bed editing my Buckman Thomas and Bucker. Oh. We're coming up on yet another station. What station is this? Let's see. There's actually a walkover going through this one. Huh, that's pretty cool. Oh look, there's those thingy wires that I use on my 2015 corridor. On trains too. Here comes the train. Yay! Buffers are scratched up. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Okay. Why do we have to go down 120 kilometers per hour? I wasn't even prepared for that. Then again, I didn't really study this route because I wanted to get my initial reaction to the route, considering I am driving for the first time ever. There's a bunch of silly Sussex speed limits coming up, so hopefully we'll do it. Oh, right. Okay. And the speed limit goes down to 60 kilometers per hour. Why didn't the game tell me that before? It's so hot here. Slowing down through the station. I'm not gonna stop here. We'll go right through it. We actually try to just go through a 60 kilometer speed limit zone at night. Yeah, we're actually doing a fairly good job at it. Okay, we'd head back to Germany for a while. I can't wait to go to Germany for the first time ever. Heck, not only have I never been to Germany, but I've never even been abroad before. I've spent my whole entire life here in the United States. Oh, so this is why. This is why. Whoa! So this is why the speed limit went down so terribly. Oh my goodness, that one was a. Well, that wasn't really near a train crash, but that was. Actually, no, because I do that kind of stuff all the time. Okay, so he says. Eventually. I gotta put. Cat driving back. Eventually, Ronnie that horn will wear out and die unblameable and dumb when we would pay for it. At least now we can go back up to 100. So we're up to 60% throttle. Alrighty. So 20 miles to Hamburg. Germany looks so pretty, doesn't it? Look at that. That's pretty cool right there. This actually reminds me of a section like this in Forza Horizon 3. Only it looked better in that game. This one, it looks not bad, but it could be better. For a game released in 2016. Well, not really 2000. I mean, well, not really released in 2016. Actually, this game was actually released in 2007. I mean, yes, it's titled Train Simulator 2017, but you know, it's basically, you know, a version like then there was Train Sim 2016, 15, 40, like it went about. It started out. It was released. But yeah, it was released in 2007, and back then it was known as Railworks. Then it became Railworks 2, then Railworks 3, then Train Simulator 2012, then 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Actually, was that? Let's see. So it was released in 2000. No, it was actually released in 2009. Okay, like the game engine. This is like this game runs on the DirectX 9 engine, which is from 2007, and the game itself was released in 2009. No, it was released in No, it was released in 2008. It was released in 2008. That's when it was. MSTS was released in 2007. Earlier, actually. I don't know. Let's see. Ryan says, oh my god, I might get to see my other brother in Munich. Ah. Your mic still sounds the same. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how it's a brand new microphone and yet it sounds exactly the same as the old one. But I mainly got this microphone because, you know, it makes my voice my voice doesn't sound drowned out by the gameplay. Hello there, Rail Hunter. I have missed you this whole entire live stream. Welcome to Train Simulator 2017, the Hamburg to Lübeck special. We're driving from Lübeck to Hamburg, and we are 14 kilometers away from Hamburg, so you missed about to go to the next station. Okay, the game is becoming a slowdown now. Please, game, don't crash again. Oh man, the game is losing its frame rate. I can sense it crashing. Actually, what I should do is I'm going to save the progress in scenario, so in case the game does crash, I can just come back to this point and continue on. Oh yeah, so we're coming up on Hamburg Rashidek platform. It's a German station. By the way, I should mention that this route is in Germany. And the game has crashed. What a coincidence! The game crashed 30 seconds after I saved my progress in the scenario. Well, at least I can just go in and continue from where I last left off. Like, I don't have to edit the scenario just to get the train back to where it was. Thank goodness I saved the session before the game crashed, so I can just resume to where the game did crash. And I am aware about this game's bad frame rate. It's very old. No surprises there. And let's see. So it says I have no plans for a 400 subscriber special because I get numerous subscribers. Alright. It says I have 5 for doing nothing. 5 subs. Well, I think that's because Real Hunter. If you actually check my main channel page, I actually put you on the top fans list so everybody can see you when they come to my channel. Because you, Real Hunter, are now a top fan of mine. And I've clicked the wrong session. Okay, the game is loaded up again. Now I need to load up the scenario. Come on, game. I haven't got time for this. I gotta get to this. Okay, now I gotta find the thing. Okay, showcase. Resume. Alright. Okay, the game is back now. Thankfully. Okay, the sound is there. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Okay. Bang bang. And the game's not responding again. Come on, game. I says, why is the Empire State Building there? Lol. Yeah, I was messing around. Well, it says, game listen, if you don't listen, you're gonna have to go to your room for 100 hours. Yeah. And it's bad enough that I have 570 hours on this game. Yeah. Even Steam tells me that. Oh, if you don't load. Yeah. Anyways. So yeah, the Empire State Building there, because what you saw there was the La Land to Boston route. And since it's La Land to Boston, you see things like the Empire State Building in the route. Alright, come on, game. Move faster. I wish these guys would just learn to fix the game and not just release a DLC every single week. Alright, finally. We're back. Hey, the frame rate is cleared up. It was a bit loud there. Red light? Lol. Right. So we're getting closer to Hamburg. We're only 11 kilometers away. After that, we're going to do something. Wow, it's like the game, the frame rate for me is actually pretty good, but the frame rate for you guys is absolutely terrible. I do apologize for the terrible frame rate for you guys. It's really not like great. Alright. Almost to Hamburg. Get on the brakes for the 120 speed limit. I missed the entire street. That's amazing timing, not. He said, the Bill Hunter. At least this doesn't have things where cars just drive right over the track. Sneak peek for because next week we get to go to Britain. And we get to go from Bristol to Cardiff. Hooray. Oh, there are puppies being a lot better on the screen. Bang coach. Bang. Hamburg. Thank goodness. What happens if I save? Is that gonna ruin the frame rate? I actually made it better. Alright. Tip, if your frame rate for a train simulator is dying, just save progress in scenario and it will fix it. Now we're just cruising through all the 3,000 Hamburg stations and then we'll be there at Hamburg. When we get there, I know it's a surprise. Alright. How many cars are you here this great cross? Not many. Frame rate dying. Yeah, saving actually fixes it, kind of.
Train, slow down. We're almost into the city of Hamburg. Germany. We are in Germany. Alright, only 4 kilometers to go to Hamburg. Good trains around. There. Hey, we got down to the speed limit. Nice. And now the frame rate is really dying as we get into the city of Hamburg. And boy, the frame rate is really taking its toll on the game. We are now down to 10 frames per second, I believe. I'm not actually sure, but I think it's that much. I think it's 10 frames per second. I don't know. Okay. Also, I got a little surprise for you guys at the end of the live stream, so make sure you stay tuned until that happens. But wow, that speed limit went down to 40 and get the game that count. Did you watch by Shed 17? Yes, I did. I actually kind of liked it. But look at this station. What's it called? I don't know what's the name of the station. It's Guten Tag. This is Berliner Tor. I have a few interesting German names. Speeding? Yeah. Speed if I want to. I'm the driver, not the salter. Hello there, Angelo David. You're late. We're almost at Hamburg. We left Hamburg. We left Lübeck an hour ago. Platform 6 is our destination. Thank goodness we're finally. My favorite sausage from Shed 17 went forward in sausage. And we say sausages a lot. It's usually needed to replace the sausage. But yeah, 62 kilometers, we have made it to Hamburg, traveling the whole entire route. Where's Arlington, by the way? Is Arlington still here, or have we left? or something. Speeding? Yeah, right. But yeah, Hamburg, here we are. In a few years, I might start doing vids. Bye. Well, let's promo starting vids right now. I mean, hey, service approaching. Yes. But yeah, what's wrong with starting doing videos now? I mean, you got an iPad, right? Running on iOS 10. You can do that, then you can download AirShell, and you can make videos off of Train Simulator 2. One. Can you drive an American steam train on a British route on a full speed till it crashes? If there's time later on in the stream, that is a possibility. But yeah, here we are in Hamburg. Okay, trains, slow down, please. Stop. And it has stopped. Woohoo! Open doors. Apparently, the doors. Only the doors on here open. Wow, that's awesome. But yeah, now we need to jump over to another train because we got here. I'm gonna drive this train right here. Alrighty, look at this train right here. It has a horn which is pretty close to that one, only a higher pitch. This is the train that we're gonna drive next. This train we're gonna drive along the short. That's far. How far away is that? Oh. Well, Train Simulator 2000 did a great job of making the Hamburg station look realistic. It looks like this. I remember it standing on the platform good old days. Oh, interesting. Yeah, Train Simulator 2017 actually did a good job at something. And let's actually before we do leave, let's actually take a tour of Hamburg. So here's the thing. Apparently everybody's in a crowd. That's normal. Oh, this 3D building. Can we go inside the station? Oh, there's this. You recognize this part? You recognize these? Who have here? We got brewery, extravagant, Reese Perla beat. There were mature. Sonu tanks, Ferrer, Groove, and basically the same stuff all over again. Someone wants a lunch? Ah, is there any pets here? Like, oh yeah. Oh, this is right. Okay, then you go to this down here, and then you go here, here, down the stairs or the escalator. Actually, is this the way it goes on? I'll go this way. The escalator doesn't move to the train. The driver sits in the cab, gets ready to go to next station. Alrighty. I recognize those signs, lol. Huh. Alright. There you are. What are you doing? Well, now we're driving a different train, and now we are departing Hamburg to go on a short little S-Bahn. So now we're driving this, the BR 425, I believe. And now we are doing a short local stopping service. Does this turn off the cab light? I can't turn off the cab light. Come on. Ah. Wait, We're driving in a non-electrified section. Oh no. Oh, never mind. Oh, now this train is driving off of the third rail. Wow. Yeah, we're driving in a third rail section. Hopefully the train can actually still drive. But yeah. So we arrived at Hamburg on our express train. Now we're just driving down a short little S-Bahn on a commuter service. Yeah, we're driving an electric train in a third. We're driving an overhead wire train in a non-electrified in a third rail section of track, and yet the train can still drive. Wow. So this one we'll have to actually stop at stations. Now the first one is Berliner Tor, train that we saw a bit earlier. Oh yeah, local trains. Alright. Look at these tracks. They're overhead. They go there. But I'm not going there today. Alright. Yep. We're driving a pantograph train in a third rail section of track. And yet the train can still actually go. Are we going up the hill? Oh. Whatever. Good water. Alright, let's just slow down. You see what you did, Fruity? Now we will never make it. I mean, we'll never make it. We're going perfectly. And by the way, I was expecting this part of the route to be overhead wires, but then again, my knowledge was never too great on this route until I drove it today. Yep. If I had known that this section of track was third rail and not overhead wires, I would have picked a third rail train to go through the section, but I hope that this train would do because it was a local service and it looked as funny, so I figured I would use it for this service. Like there is a respective train that exists in this game to drive on this section of route, but I don't have that train. But I thought that this train would do the job at taking its place. Yeah, it's had wrong. Yeah, at least it's still somewhat drivable. Alright. So we have stopped at the first local station. Now we fill passengers. And oh my goodness, the frame rate has died. This frame rate. There we go. Gehen. Guten Tag. Bank. Be right back. See you in a second, Mr. Ryan. Buy it. Buy what? Buy that train? Costs 20. No, it actually costs $34 because it comes with a train. I don't know. I do some stuff, but I don't know. This local service is boring. Well, thankfully, we'll only have to do it once ever. Alright. Bang. Ooh, there's a tunnel. If only we were going down there. I should show you the map where we are. So we're here. Oh, that goes that. Oh, okay, fine. Go nowhere. Here. What have we done to ourselves? I don't know. But this local line is so slow. I just noticed. Okay, can we go fast? Finally, we can go up to 70. Doesn't really matter though because we have a station just a tad down the line. Alright. Well, yeah, thankfully this S-Bond service isn't very long. That's correct. Just boom, boom, done. If you don't subscribe to Bangkok, you see an evil Santa and his elf to take all of the things away. Yep. Bangkok is... the frame rate has died completely. I wouldn't be surprised if this game crashed in 30 seconds. Oh, that's... Alright, whatever. Alright, let's just get down to 0 throttle so we can prepare to slow down for the station. We're actually going a bit fast. Well, it would feel like that we're going fast, except the frame rate is dying. I feel like I'm driving a Lancer. I actually need to check if I have that one train. Maybe I don't. Alright, let's slow down. The train slow down. Oh, yeah. This train feels like I'm driving a Lancia. Which has terrible brakes, by the way. Okay. Slow down. You only have until the end of the platform to stop. So you better stop. And it stopped. Alright. Open the doors. Let the people in. And out. This train is running on low power or it's dead. No, it's actually just because this game is very slow today. Also, yeah, apparently this S-Bond runs on a train that is third rail, and yet I have used a train that uses a overhead wire system. And again, I didn't want to check because I didn't want to spoil myself. No. But I think the respective train that does run on the section of S-Bond is third rail. Like, maybe I own the train, but I don't even know. Sheesh, I don't know. I'll check. Oh, dear. I want to do some shenanigans afterward, but I don't think we'll have enough time. You know, I'll just get right to the house. I was gonna play a career scenario in Hamburg to Lübeck, but because this is taking so long, I just don't have the time for it now. I don't know, I gotta use 50 points. I don't want 50 points, so just take us all of our course. Off of our course. You know what? I decided that I was going to play a career scenario for this group, but those things are rubbish anyway, and I'm almost out of time, so I decided that I don't know what's debated. So, okay. If I switch the points, it'll just take us off course and will cause you know, we have stations to stop at, and we gotta stop at those stations. So I decided that after we finish this S-Bond, we're gonna do some shenanigans. Something completely unrelated to this route, but you guys can see it. You guys will be able to select the train that I use for the next shenanigans that will happen after this S-Bond is over. After you say this game will crash in 30 seconds. Oh dear.
Chris should be here. Yeah, where is Christopher Thomas? Haven't seen him in this whole stream. Here we are at Hazelbrook. What an interesting name for a train station. Okay, I don't want to get on the brakes too early because I don't want to underrun. I don't want to undershoot this station. Okay, now so I am a master when it comes to slowing down in the name of the law. So train, just slow down. Oh, come on, Real Hunter. Where are you going? I want to... Don't leave, please. That would make me sad. Especially for what I have planned after this. Oh, I didn't. Didn't expect there to be so many things. I don't know. Just one more stop after this, and then we'll be done. With this journey, anyways. What will the next stream be? Well, because I have many business to do, many, that makes no sense. Because I have so much business to do this week, the next stream will be next Friday, and it's going to be yet another standard talk show. Hooray. How creative. Alright, ooh, what is this here? Oh, it's somebody's house. Okay. Alright. Oh. Alrighty. One more station stop to go. I'll stay for the answering. Okay, good, Rail Hunter. Because I have something planned for the next part in this live stream. And you can have some involvement in choosing what train I use. And since, Bill Hunter, since you're one of my top fans, I would hate for you to leave the live stream before it ends. Well, actually, no, it's not gonna get fixed this week, it's gonna get fixed next weekend. This week will just be the standard talk show on Friday. Look at that, this looks so unrealistic. This is a train powered by a pantograph, and yet we're in a third rail section with no. I was gonna say something fairly creative, but I messed it. So whatever. Who cares? Anyway. This S-Spawn is almost complete. What? What was that? This track down doesn't seem to go anywhere. I'm beneath the ground. Anyways. I'm not messing up. Wait, what in the... The station platform is supposed to be right here. And we're slowing down and there's no platform to be seen. Yeah. Oh well. I can't open the doors because there's no platform. And there's buffers. Actually, no, is there any buffers here? Fine. No platform? I'm just gonna drive right off the end of this train track. There's no platform! And there was a station marker there, so I was expecting there to be a platform. Then again, I did not look over this route at all. Like... Right, no current destination. We're just gonna drive right off the end of the train track.
Ah, blah, blah. Train Simulator.exe has crashed. Well, in that case, on to what I want to do next. So I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the game just so it doesn't crash. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna take a dare. I'm just gonna do this. All right. So for the next thing that I want to do, I want you guys to choose the train that I drive next for this next thing. So you have 5 choices. You've got the Amtrak ACS 64, the Acela Express, the TGV Duplex, the ICE 3. I've forgotten the 5th train that was, and the Amtrak AEM 7. So choose one of those 5 trains for what I do next. Should be interesting what you guys have in store. We choose those 5 trains right now. They've gone through. You shall now choose what I should do, which train I should use. AEM 7, Arlington is chosen, and what train's gonna Rail Hunter is gonna choose? Oh, Amtrak is Jenny Amtrak. All right, AEM 7 it is. All right then, AEM 7 is what we're gonna use. Alrighty, AEM 7. We'll go with the 6-car consist just so we don't guys. And we're gonna go on the Northeast Corridor from Metro Park to Trenton. So while the game loads, you guys are still gonna see the starting soon thingy for a minute, but that will only be for a certain amount of time before I bring in something twisty. So you guys will see what I have in store for you. Yeah. I'm glad you didn't choose the TGV Duplex because that was the train that I was messing around with earlier. Yeah. This is a US train. Yes, it is a US train. A US train in a US route. With a twist. Living once.
How's it working?
Good. What are you doing?
Getting a drink. Taking my pills.
No, I still have half an hour left. Yep. They're learning how to eins. Alrighty. So, here we have an Amtrak AEM7. Not making